of Pediatrician at Texas Children's Pediatrics Barker Cypress. Our Cypress chapter is very grateful and excited to join the Walk with a Dog family. Today, I'd like to highlight some key points about the flu vaccine for kids by going over some frequently asked questions I usually get in the clinic every year around this season. Also, this year, the flu vaccine is especially important to avoid the so-called twindemic, referring to the possibility of a bad flu season coinciding with an ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Last week, the American Academy of Pediatrics, or the AAP, issued a flu vaccine guidance for the upcoming flu season. And the AAP recommends that all eligible youths aged 6 months and older should receive a flu vaccine as soon as it's locally available, and ideally by the end of October. We already have the flu vaccine in our office, and we're scheduling our patients to receive them. Let's go over some FAQs about the flu vaccine. Number 1, what is the flu, and should we get the flu vaccine? The flu, more formally known as influenza, is a contagious acute respiratory illness caused by influenza viruses. Unlike some other viruses that can cause only mild symptoms, the flu can be deadly. According to the Texas Medical Association, over 21,000 Texans died from the flu in the last 2 years. And according to the CDC, that's the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, it's likely that flu viruses and the viruses that can cause COVID-19 will both spread this fall and winter. Healthcare systems could be overwhelmed treating both patients with flu and patients with COVID-19. So yes, we do recommend you take the flu vaccine. While it's not 100%, taking the flu shot increases your line of defense. Even if you get infected, it can still lessen the severity of the illness or shorten the sick time. This means less missed work and school. Number 2, my child gets scared of needles. Can I get the mist form instead? Yes, the flu mist can be given to those ages 2 through 49 years. There are some precautions with getting the flu mist, so discuss with your doctor which is the best option for you or your child. Number 3, can I get the flu from the flu shot? Technically, no. You can get an altered form of the virus. There are 2 types of flu vaccine. The flu shot, which contains the inactivated form, meaning you get the killed form of the virus. The flu mist has the live attenuated form, meaning you get a weakened form of the virus. You generally get a stronger immune response with the flu mist. However, some people may not tolerate it as well. Again, discuss this with your doctor. With either form, it takes about 2 weeks to develop enough antibodies against the flu. If you feel bad after taking the shot, it's likely due to your body's immune response to the vaccine, or if you test positive soon after you got the flu vaccine, most likely you picked up the actual flu virus within a few days of getting the shot. Number 4, I don't get sick with the flu every year. Why should I get the flu shot? Some people have mild symptoms with the flu, others more severe. When you get infected, even with mild symptoms, you're spreading the virus. That's why when I see a new baby in the office, I recommend the parents, siblings, grandparents, and any other possible caretakers to take the flu vaccine. This is known as a cocooning strategy to protect the baby. Number 5, is it safe? Families frequently ask me about mercury in vaccines. There's some discussion around thimerosal, so what is it? Thimerosal is a compound that contains trace amounts of mercury. This compound acts as an antiseptic and antifungal agent. So in the past, the flu vaccine mostly came in multi-dose vials, meaning multiple doses are drawn from the same vial. What happens is when each new needle is inserted into that vial, it's possible for microbes to get in. The preservative thimerosal prevents contamination of that vial with repeated doses drawn. Nowadays, the flu vaccine is available in single-dose, single-use vials. The risk for contamination is eliminated, so there's no need for this preservative. I advise just ask for a shot from a single-dose, preservative-free vial. Most practices, including ours, carry this form. Number 6, how many flu shots does my child need to be protected this season? Children 6 months through 8 years of age getting the flu vaccine for the first time need 2 doses. at least 4 weeks apart. That's why it's recommended that you start now so that those requiring 2 doses this year finish them before the end of October, which marks the beginning of flu season. Kids 9 years and older get 1 shot this season. Number 7, what if my child has an egg allergy? The CDC recommends that anyone with a history of egg allergy who've experienced only hives after exposure to egg should receive a flu vaccine. A good rule of thumb is if your child can tolerate a cookie or a baked good made with egg, then most likely there should not be a problem with getting the flu vaccine. If your child has more severe symptoms to egg or require an EpiPen, discuss with your doctor or allergist how to approach getting vaccinated. Lastly, number 8. Should I wait until later to get the flu vaccine when it gets colder? A flu season classically spans from October through March, so it takes about 2 weeks for your body to build up enough antibodies, and they should last through the season. So don't wait. Vaccinate against the flu now. Of course, you can still catch the flu even after getting the vaccine, but the illness will likely be less intense if you didn't get the shot than if you didn't get the shot. And by getting the flu shot, you'll be helping protect your friends and neighbors, especially the little ones, and those struggling with serious illnesses, doing your part to build your community's herd immunity. I hope that answers some of the questions you have about the flu vaccine. And as you go toward the flu season, please remember to wash your hands frequently, eat a healthy diet full of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and grains, sleep at least 7 hours a night, exercise about 60 minutes a day, stay home if you're sick, stay connected, albeit virtually, with your friends and family for emotional support, and get your flu vaccine. Protect yourself, protect your loved ones, and your community. Thank you, Texas Children's Pediatrics, for sponsoring my membership with Texas Medical Association. A big thanks to the Texas Medical Association for giving us a grant to fund our Walk with a Doc Cypress chapter. And thank you to the Walk with a Doc family for supporting our efforts to promote health and happiness in our community. I'm Dr. Tiffany Nguyen. Stay safe, be well, and have a great walk.